Welcome back to another Marvel Snap video. This one is quite a bit longer than the highlights that I usually post here because it's our first run at the Gold Conquest, the new tournament mode in client featuring Marvel Snap's battle mode where each player battles it out to the first to lose 10 cubes worth of life. Gold Conquest works in a way where you play up to 3 matches. If you lose any of them, you're eliminated from your run. But if you win all 3 of them, in addition to getting medals for the prize shop, you also get this Infinity ticket, which gets you into the Infinity Conquest Gauntlet, which will be opening up at the end of the month, which can unlock an exclusive cosmetic reward around a avatar of your choice. Now, this deck list that I am playing here today is one that I had featured in my best decks for Conquest video. It is the Stature, Black Bolt, Dark Hawk, Miles Morales kind of good stuff style deck. I think this deck is kind of the quintessential ideal Conquest deck archetype. It doesn't have any incredibly slam dunk matchups, but also doesn't really have any polarized bad matchups. If you play well, you understand your matchups, you snap and retreat appropriately, I think this deck has a chance in absolutely any game that you're queuing into. This deck, if you're not familiar with it, is essentially fantastic into opposing tech cards because things like Stature and Black Bolt and even Miles Morales here don't really get beat up by opposing tech cards. They dodge Shang-Chi, they dodge Killmonger, they don't care about Enchantress. We also get to play our own powerful tech cards. In today's video, I am playing Shang-Chi for destroying opposing big things out of Lockjaw decks, as well as Luke Cage to give us a little bit of hedge against High Evolutionary, which is all over this format. Now, a question that always gets asked when I feature a deck with Series 4 and 5 cards is which ones are replaceable. In this deck list, I think you have to have Zabu, Darkhawk, and Stature for it to operate at anywhere close to ideal efficiency. Jeff as well as Silk here I think are a little bit more negotiable. If you're missing one or both of these cards, I think you can replace them with some combination of Nightcrawler, Miles Morales, Iceman, Scorpion, things that are low to the ground that you can play on curve, with Nightcrawler definitely being a good one to sub in as another card that can move around to make Miles Morales cheaper when you need the efficiency that he can offer. At any rate, I hope you enjoy the game highlights that I have for you today. I think they do an excellent job of showcasing this deck and the Conquest format. If you do enjoy what you see, snap that like button and make sure you give this video some watch time as well. The metrics on this video as well as the Conquest video that I'll be publishing tomorrow on the channel are going to dictate whether or not I explore more of this content in the future or if I should be focusing on ladder matches instead. At any rate, enjoy. I'll leave you to it as Polaris pulls some friends right around the board here. Okay, Super Scroll doesn't matter, right? Oh, I guess it matters if we draw, Dark Hawk. Are we just like about to get like Professor X or something here? I think I'm staying for the snap.
I am Iron Man. I am Iron Man.
Okay, yeah, it's a good snap. And this is just, you know, part of how like this type of Conquest format goes is I chose to play Luke Cage instead of playing Enchantress in my deck, and now I've queued up into a matchup where I really need Enchantress, and I'm locked in here at a disadvantage for the entirety of the thing now. I would wager where our opponent has Super Scroll, which is good against our copy of Darkhawk. Yeah, the lack of sideboards or multi-deck is really it's a tough aspect of this format. Yes, Black Bolt is also not great against Thanos. When you're playing on the ladder and you hit a deck where like your answers don't line up well or they kind of hard counter you, you could just like retreat the match and go to your next one, right? And that's honestly one of the things that's like really good about Snap's core game design is the fast games let you mitigate matchup variance in a way that feels relatively satisfying. But Conquest removes that aspect of the game from you. A side deck would turn the game too much into rock, paper, scissors. But that's the thing you're not understanding. It's already rock, paper, scissors. It's just when you show up and you're playing rock and they're playing paper, you're stuck playing rock against paper for the entirety of the set. Like it's not like you don't have rock, paper, scissors now. It's just that you never have a chance to do anything other than what you originally signed up with. I'm setting up to play Miles next turn. Yes, the new music is very good. The blue Marvel puts the Carnage into a range I can kill, which is a big deal. I think if I snap, they leave, so we'll just like limp for 2 here. Wait, it's 8.
Victory.
So I'm super biased in my opinion on multi-deck versus side deck because I played Magic the Gathering competitively for over a decade that uses a side deck. Personally, I do not like multi-deck formats because multi-deck formats require you to know how to play lots of different decks and enjoy playing them. As someone who like dabbled kind of casually into Runeterra, I found it really difficult to ever enjoy their things because it's basically impossible to brew 3 decks. Whereas like, if you have a side deck, it's very possible to like brew a deck and then have sideboard plans. It's like the TLDR. Am I snapping here? My hand's okay. Like Rock Slide here too. It's a side deck. A side deck is where in between games of the match that you're playing, you have a small number of extra cards that you can swap between the deck you started with and those cards to play the next game. I think in Snap, 2 to 3 card side decks would probably be ideal. Are we rock sliding the bar? I don't think so. I think I'm just playing it out. That's close though. What can I draw here? I think I'm just playing it out because I have other things to do with my resources next turn. So our Hawk will be much bigger than their Skrull, but I can't really play their Khazar now is the thing. I'm also, honestly, my snap was probably wrong because I'm at a disadvantage into Luke's bar in this matchup because they have Reality Stone. They got Mystique from Camp Lehigh. God, that's brutal. Everyone's side deck would just be Killmonger, Enchantress, and Shang-Chi. Yeah, but do you not understand that most of the decks are playing those cards anyways? Because those are the cards that give you a chance to be competitive in different matchups. It's just now when you choose the wrong one, you're locked in with the wrong one for the rest of the game. That's what happens. I guess 3 cards in it. So Shang can kill Dino, but unfortunately, it doesn't kill Super Skrull, which means I'm gonna be 10-8 here. We could Silk into Shang and hope Silk goes left. No, this is gonna be 6. Oh, it's actually 0 though, right? They do have priority. Yeah, we could do this. And hope that this jumps here. And then the Super Skrull stays 2. This is probably the line, actually. Yeah, like this. Are we good? I think we're good, right? Regardless of where Silk goes? Yeah.
Victory.
Yeah, I agree with Hobbit. The people saying it's Shang, Enchantress, Killmonger as your 3 cards. Luke Cage, Rogue, Wave, even Sandman. I think there's a lot of good tech cards. That's like, you wouldn't want the sideboard to be big enough to cover every tech card, but like 2 to 3 cards, people would have real choices. Yeah, you can't just play all of them. Yeah, Cosmo and Armor are tech cards too. Yeah, that's the other thing too. People are like, well, you can't just play certain decks. Let me rephrase. A sideboard would give linear decks better counterplay against their hate cards, right? Because decks like Bounce, for example, could sideboard Magic and Invisible Woman to beat turn 5 Wave. Or you could sideboard Armor to beat Killmonger, or Cosmo to protect from their Shang-Chi or Enchantress. Like, there's so much depth and levels to... There's so much depth and levels to side decks. Huh. I think that's good for us, right? Do I snap them here? I think I snapped them. I'm also not in a hurry to rock slide now, right? What was this? They have Reality Stone? Why would they put all of these here? Someone help me understand. Oh, they have Luke Cage. Okay. Yeah. Luke Cage makes sense. Ooh, this Black Bolt might catch Cage. Oh, they have Carnage. They could also have Carnage. Yeah. Wow, the fact that they moved their Nightcrawler lets them catch my Miles. Huge. Oh, shit. The rock slide was wrong because the rock slide means they have a rock to discard to Black Bolt now. They played the rock? Holy shit, they played the rock. Woohoo! Huh? Am I eating Jeff? I don't know. This is 14 here. This goes up to 3. I'm up by 11. I cannot believe they stayed there. Seeing solid. Silk can let us get some points into kill after the fact, potentially. That clogs up a little bit. I was gonna snap them here, but honestly, Elysium's kind of scary. I think I was gonna rock slide and kind of wait and see more information here before we do that. Yes, Untapped has an opponent deck tracker as well. That's what I've put here in my camera frame. Okay, so what happens if they Doctor Doom? The Lizard's going down 4 to 9, and then they go up to 14. So Black Bolt here puts me to 15, which puts us ahead there. It could be a Nimrod deck, is the problem here. Okay, just Shuri. I don't think I could snap them back because I think they leave. But I think we take our 4 cubes here with priority. Oh, I guess Polaris pulling to the right could get us in trouble here. Just a squirrel. Easy peasy. No target. They really needed priority there.
Victory.
I'm snapping on Adelan here because we have Korg into Zabu into Rockslide. There's a good chance we just like brick off a bunch of their hand here. Hey, Weegdor, thank you for the 40 months. Appreciate that. Oh my god, that's so much garbage. Well... yes, if you want an overlay like this that tracks your opponent's cards, this is also the untap tracker. When you play Gold Conquest, you only play people in Gold Conquest. Yes. Yes, if we redraw Darkhawk, it will be very large. Let's work on filling up the middle. I don't have any movement cards in sight. Oh my gosh, was that a Triskelion Sora? No, it's just a Sora I haven't played with. And we just play for all three, right? Is Mr. Sinister better than Typhoid Berry? This is 4 here up to 6. Typhoid Berry would be 10 minus 2 plus 8 up to 10. I would be... I think Typhoid Berry might actually be better here. Because I'll be going down to 11 and they're only going up to 10 here. They do have priority for armor, that's true. This is close, it might be right to leave here. We would have lost with the... No, we would have... Would we have been fine if we would have Mr. Sinistered? We would have been 6 to 6. And they're just retreating because we're 10 to 2. Yeah. We would have been 6 to 6, so we would have been 12. Yeah, we would have won still even with the Mr. Sinister. I think this is correct. I think it's this play or retreat could be. I think the reason why we stay here is because our deck has 10 cards in it, and we gave them so many rocks and the Triskelion shuffled back in, they're just unlikely to have their best things. They've told us that more economy changes are coming. They really need to stop dragging when it comes to in terms of letting people know what those changes are going to be. How is the stature deck? I think this deck is very good. It's also a small edges deck with a lot of little decisions you make over the course of the game, so it's harder to play than a lot of the other decks. Like, the high evolutionary lockout deck is very straightforward to play in comparison. The high evolutionary deck, you just like Storm plus Cyclops win one lane and then slam a Hulk in another at end of the game. What did Silk replace? Nebula, I think? Silk's definitely good here, but you can play the deck without her for sure. Yeah, I swapped Enchantress for Luke Cage because of the density of high evolutionary I was expecting. That's a location that's not good for Silk, chat. Wait, or is it? If she swings into the rickety bridge and they play something to the rickety bridge, she swings out? It's actually kind of a funny game of chicken, huh? I'm pleasantly surprised by Conquest mode. I think the audio and visuals really exceeded my expectations. As far as gameplay goes, the gameplay and what's good and bad are exactly expectations. Stature's not replaceable. You need to have stature to play this deck. I do not think it is a stretch to say you should not expect any good cards to drop out of Series 4 and 5 anytime soon. Finest rocks, please, Jubilee. Okay. There could be a rock in their hand for Dracula.
Opponent snapped.
If I just do this, think they're gonna Magneto me, right? I think I'm staying. I think with the Dracula gamble, we stay. All right, look at her swing, chat.
Victory.
Look at her swing. She's a lovely lady. She's a lovely lady. Cool, calm, and collected. Listen, chat, I wouldn't have spent 6,000 tokens on her if she was gonna lose me the game. Come on now. Elysium is significantly better for our opponent's deck than it is for our deck. If they snap, we're leaving. If they don't snap, we'll take some free turns and get some information about their deck.
Opponent snapped.
Damn it, does the Triskelion change it? Does the Triskelion change it? I don't think it does. I don't have a Shang-Chi in my hand. I think I'm just supposed to leave. We'll give them their cube.
Escaped.
Yeah, the upside is low. I think if I had Shang, I'd stay. But I think the Elysium is just significantly better for them than it is for us. I gotta bounce. Okay, that's a location that's good for us. That could potentially be snappable with the cage. Okay, they're snapping. I'm not leaving, but I'm not gonna snap back. I think I'm in for 2 cubes here. Sounds fine. All right, so they have a lockjaw hand. And we have priority here. Why Jeff into Crochet versus the third location? The third location could be something that would force me to move Jeff preemptively, or it could be something like Deep Space that turns him off. I want to control moving Jeff until it's like the last turn of the game. Because I want to move Jeff to have this be free on 1. Move Jeff for Miles. No, my turn 5 is Black Bolt. So we're waiting till turn 5 to move Jeff. Honestly, this other rock slide could be a snapback. Your deck has 6 cards in it. They could Jane Foster here to pull an extra one out, but we'll see. It does genuinely feel good to be playing a format where I give a shit about the outcome of my snaps. That is definitely true. Six cards in their deck. So my Darkhawk is 24 on the right. If they have Jane Foster or Jubilee, I don't meet them there though. I think it's right to just do this. I can't beat the Hulk middle here, though, right? This beats the Hulk. This plays for all 3. Let's do it! Let's do it! All right. Gotta play for all 3 if you want to beat the Hulk. We can't beat Jane and the Hulk.
Opponent snapped.
I have Korg on 1 and I have Darkhawk. Stay for their stat. Let's do it. Yeah, Luke Cage is a tech card in this deck. Oh, Nexus is bad for us. We're committed though. We're in for a penny, in for a pound. They've got 2 cubes and they're both in the pot. I feel like I'm supposed to play to not have priority. Yeah, I want a Shang going second on the last turn. And this is all we could do. There's no reason to retreat here. We're probably losing this game. Okay, they gotta win 4 more. We knew that one was gonna be hard for us when the Nexus left up. Warrior Fall's also not amazing for us, if we're being honest. These are high stakes rounds, so no snapping, just playing cards from here on out. That's a decent location for a Rock Slide deck. That is also good for their Thor. Yeah, that's true. Maybe I should have played Silk to be able to tee up Miles better down the line. Is Black Bolt big? Do I want to discard their cheapest things? I don't think I do, right? Yeah, is it just like Silk Zabu? Power Darkhawk. They passed on 1, 2, and 3. Their Hulk is 18. Their Wasp is 5 points on the left. I think I need to do this here to beat Hulk on the right. They could Doom. Yeah, that's true. There's a few ways this breaks. It's one of them. Lost that coin flip. Wow, that's a great Magneto for us to have out of the way, huh? It's not good for our Silk, though. Not featured, but still not great.
Face the might of Asgard. Mjolnir.
I think I'm just playing this on curve. We have priority here, meaning we can't catch a hammer if they Jane for it, which is unfortunate. Yeah, I think we have to try and fill Fisk Tower so that way we can Aunt Maze safely to the left. We want to draw Jeff or Polaris next turn, ideally. I guess Hawk's pretty good too, just assuming they don't Jane. Damn. Oh, they already had Wasp and Hammer.
To me.
Yeah, their hand is Chavez X. If they have two big things, we die, right? Oh, and Dr. Doom can get us. This beats Dr. Doom? Think? No, it doesn't, because Dr. Doom's 13 left. Just a rock, we got him. And I hope that 11 was enough.
Victory.
That is one of the things that's harder to calculate with a deck like this, is you don't know when you've disrupted their stuff, right? We had Rock Slide and Korg on one. They just like happened to hit 2 rocks. That's all. Snap the like button if you'd be so kind, and check back in again tomorrow for another highlight.